Hi everybody, this is Mr. Roche, and I was working on Sorting Hat and using Papa Sort to make a super class that we can use like we talked about. And I was also thinking this might be a good time to introduce you to something called an abstract class, okay? An abstract class has methods in it that are not implemented. And so what happens with that is that you can specify that anybody who's a child has to have a certain kind of method, and then it's like programmed in the child, okay, and that kind of thing. But this is running SelectionSort with a hierarchy, and so we're going to try to work on that, okay? Okay, so right now from class we sort of set up this Papa Sort, which you like. Sorry, it might be, I'm not trying to be sexist or whatever, but people like that name. So we used that. And one of the things that should happen is, if it didn't happen already, is that because we practice data hiding, the list up here in Papa Sort should be private. Okay, because we practice data hiding. Okay, this is the constructor for Papa Sort. Okay, and then what we did was we allowed swap to happen in here. Okay, what I think we're going to do is, since Papa Sort now can look at the list, I think we made that before, like we weren't sure if the list was going to go up there, we can just make the sort be like it was before. So this takes one spot and another spot on the list, it puts it into temp. It swaps, it pulls the second place into the temp, it moves the first place into the second place, so we didn't lose the second place, and then it puts the second place back in the first place. So that's how a swap occurs, and that's good. We have a toString, which is awesome, right? And we have a get list, okay? And one of the things, and this is all good, okay? We're going to run into some trouble now if we try to start implementing this with SelectionSort, but we'll check it out, okay? So let's go to SelectionSort for a second, okay? And what we're going to do with SelectionSort is we're going to cut the list from there, okay? And the SelectionSort here is just going to go like this now, since the list is going to be controlled up above, okay? We're going to go like this. We're going to say super, because that's the constructor above. Okay, so this is like the super class. And we're going to say this, and we're going to say extends Papa Sort. Okay, so now it's part of the hierarchy. Okay, and so what we did now is we have so data is going to be handled in Papa Sort. Okay, and what we do is we just call up the constructor and get our data sort of set up there. Okay, with this in mind now, we do not have to have this anymore. Okay, we also do not have to have the toString down here. Okay, we still have to do SelectionSort, but we're going to have to do some stuff to make this work a little bit. Okay, so one of the things we're going to do is where it says my list, we're going to have to change this now to like super get list, like that, dot length. Okay, and it'll do this. You can actually just go like this, but I'm going to say super left because the words come up and stuff like that. But basically, it's going to be get list dot length. This is using Papa Sort to do this. Okay, here's a problem here. Okay, in SelectionSort, it's trying to access like a list at a certain element. Okay, so we're going to have to make a make an addition to it. So let me see where Papa Sort is here. So we did this, right? What we're going to do here is we're going to have to add a public int like get element. Okay, and then you could say something like which e. Okay, something like that. And what it will do in Papa Sort is Papa Sort will just go to the list and get you what you want. So it'll say my list. I'll say return my list of which e. Okay, so that gets elements. Okay, we should also, while we're here, okay, so that's good, right? So it's easy. This is just an additional, we're adding additional interface, to get numbers. right? Something like that. Okay, so that's pretty good. Okay, and then we can use this, but we also should use a get and a set. So we should say public void set element. Okay, and then we're going to have to know which E, where it's going to go, and then we have to know the value. Okay, so we'll go like this, and we'll say my list of which E is going to equal the value. Okay, so that just sets up a get and a set to let you get elements. We also can get the list. The other list is set by the constructor and stuff, and that's good. Okay, so with that kind of interface set up in the parent, we can do the selection sort now. Okay, so the biggest now, what we're trying to do is we're trying to get this element here. So I'll put this in quotes because we're just going to kind of rewrite these ones. Okay, so I'm going to paste this in here, and we're going to say biggest, which is what we were doing, is going to equal super like get element 0. That's what it does. Okay, so it's sort of a replacement of the original command. Okay, and we don't need this junk now. Okay, and it's happy. See that? Okay, so with that done, like we don't need this anymore. So I'm going to kind of flag this because we'll erase them in a second. Okay, big log equals 0. That's all cool. Okay, so this, how would you change this? So we need to see the list, but the list is up in the parent. So we're going to say super get list dot length. Okay, so we're just sort of replacing these calls with things that we can use from the parent now. Okay, because we've set up this interface. Okay, and so we can go like this and get rid of that, and we can go get rid of this. So that looks pretty good, right? So far so good. Okay, and now this one, this is going to be a get as well. Okay, so we're going to say, I'm going to copy this one again and paste it down here. You know, or you can just change it. It's okay. I'm just trying to do it so you can see what happened. Okay, so instead of writing this, we're going to say super get element. Okay, and then the element we care about is the one that's I. Okay, so that's not bad. There it is. Okay, so that's good. And then this thing's the same thing. It's going to just set biggest to be this thing. So here. So this is what it was. Okay. We'll paste it in here. There we go. Okay, that sounds good, right? And then the swap just needs swap with big log, and then we'll change this again to my super get list length I. Okay, and so now this thing's running on the parent. Okay, so it extends Papa sort. It's running this. Okay, and it's now been replaced of the list. Okay, so we'll give it a try here. Hang on. I'm going to call up sorting hat for a second here, and let's see what's going on. Okay, I'm going to change this down to, I don't know, like 10 numbers right now just to check. Okay, we get randoms. We got this. Okay, I started doing this, and I think this might be a good thing. I made a new long that's start 2, and I made a system. There's a nano time, which might be good for small things. Okay, and then we're going to do the selection sort, and then we're going to end here, and 2 equals system dot nano time. Okay, so nano times are like 10 to the minus 9th. It's like a really small time. And then we'll make another variable here. The time 2 equals n2 minus start 2. Okay, and then what we could do is if we have a thing called how many, this variable right here. If how many is like less than 100, less than or equal to 100, something like that. We're going to do like nano time. Otherwise, we'll do this. I think I want to put this in here like this. Okay. Otherwise, we'll do like milliseconds. Okay. So we'll just copy this here. We'll put this in here. Let's tab this guy over. Whoopee, sorry. Because it's awesome. And we'll do this now. We'll do double the time 2. Let's just put out the time. Let's just do that. Just skip it, and we'll not try to convert to seconds because that's like 10 to the 9th, and it's like crazy. So so we'll say nano seconds, and then this one can be seconds. Okay. All right, that sounds good. Let's run this and see what happens. Maybe we'll add a print here too. So we'll say SelectionSort. Or system.println, yeah, this is system.out println sort, because it's got like a 2 string, so it should work. Okay, so let's try. Okay, so yeah, so there it goes. Looks like it's sorting fine. It takes 44,000 nanoseconds, which isn't so bad for 10 numbers. Okay, but that's sort of the concept. Okay, and this is running as a this is running the class hierarchy now. Okay, so what we have is we have SelectionSort working as PapaSort, as a subclass of PapaSort. Now let's talk about abstract classes here for a second. Okay, because poor old PapaSort, okay, is just a normal class, and there's a class hierarchy. Okay, there's a concept called an abstract class, and what's good about PapaSort is that all of the sorting algorithms are the same. They just kind of like, they have different algorithms, right? But they all do like a sort. So we could change this concept here of doing sorting into an abstract concept. So we can go public abstract class, okay, PapaSort, okay? And an abstract class has something in it, has an element in it that's abstract. And so we're going to make an abstract method. We're going to say public, okay? Void do execute maybe algorithm, and though whatever algorithm it's going to be that. So if it's SelectionSort, we're going to make a SelectionSort algorithm, and if it's BubbleSort, we're going to make a BubbleSort algorithm, something like that. Okay, so I'm going to go like this, and I have to say, okay, what's weird is that this is a method that has no curly braces. Okay, no curly braces. So it doesn't have these, which is weird, okay? But we say this, and everything's like pretty good, right? So no curly braces. This is now an abstract class, okay? And now the thing is, okay, if I save all this, is that SelectionSort now has to have this. This is sort of like how an interface works, okay? So we're telling all the children of PapaSort that they have to have an implemented execute algorithm. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to change this now to execute algorithm. Okay, and voila, see, it's okay now. Okay, so now we're one of those. Okay, so that's pretty cool. Okay, and then we have to go back to sorting hat. Okay, I hope I have the right one. This looks pretty good. Okay, no. Let me see, where am I here? Let's save. Okay, close all these guys here. Let me just make sure I'm the right one. And I'm running out of time. So yeah, BubbleSort's gonna have a problem with it right now. So let's not make BubbleSort part of this, and let's get rid of this for right now. And we'll get this to work. So I got like a minute to do it. And sorting hat has to now, instead of called instead of do SelectionSort, we should have it do execute algorithm. Okay, and there it is. And then if we run it, it should run okay. Ta-da! And there it is. Okay, I have 30 seconds left, but that's sort of what I want you to do. Okay, so do that and make me a 1-minute video that shows that your thing is working now with the masterful PapaSort. Okay? Thanks a lot. Talk to you later. Bye.